Hey there guys, welcome to Alpha Gaming Lounge. This is our new show called Games Under $5, which is going to have all the games that are worth a crap that are under $5. And today what we're going to be looking at is The Binding of Isaac. It's been out for quite a bit. It also has expansion sets. But the storyline behind it, and I'm reading this and I quote from the actual programmer, when Isaac's mom starts hearing the voice of God demanding sacrifice be made to prove her faith, Isaac escapes into the basement facing droves of deranged enemies, lost brothers and sisters, his fears, and eventually his mother. The Binding of Isaac is a randomly generated action RPG shooter with heavily rogue-like elements. And this game really is just that. Like it said, it is randomly generated, so you're never going to have a level that's exactly the same, memorize the bosses that are on certain levels or anything like that. Everything's completely random. The weapon upgrades you get, completely random, which is another thing that you have to learn as you play through this game. You have to figure out which attachment does which thing. Right now, I've only played through it about 3-4 times, and I gotta say that it's an addictive game, but you will rage at this game for the simple fact that, when you die, you die. You don't have lives in this game. You'll just die and you're gonna have to restart from square one, and it's gonna be randomly generated, so you can't even do anything about it. You have to play through it just like you would anything else. Some interesting things that I found about this game is the graphics about it and the concept of the game. You're actually shooting your tears at the enemies and you're killing them, which is kind of deranged in a sense and a little bit morbid, but they play it off in a very cartoony kind of way, so it helps out with the gameplay. The enemies are also pretty creative, whether it's flies attacking you or it's headless monsters attacking you or anything of the sort. It's quite creative. It's still, like I said, morbid, but I would probably think that, if you do have a Steam account, you're probably over the age of 13, so it shouldn't matter in that fact. But throughout the levels, what you have to do is you find keys and you face enemies, and then you try and get to the bosses. I don't know how many levels there are exactly for this game, but I've only gotten past like 2 of the levels. So, and when you do, it gives you a little transition that's pretty funny, whether it's, you'll have to just figure that stuff out for yourself. This game is for both PC and Mac, and they suggest a 2.5 gigahertz processor along with 1 gigabyte of memory. And this game is really small, so all you need is about 50 megabytes of space to actually install it. Also, with the pricing, it's at $4.99 off of Steam. So if you want to go pick it up, it is $4.99, which is under $5. They also have expansion packs for it, or not exactly expansion packs, but the next game in Isaac, or The Binding of Isaac. I think this game is pretty creative. I've never seen anything like it. It also gives you a feel from like older games. If you go way back to like Zelda, where you have those transitions from going room to room, it kind of brings back memories of playing those games. But it gives you a new kind of feel with the actual gameplay and the creativity. The rating I'm going to give this game is actually a 5 out of 5 because it is addictive. One, the creativity is there, the gameplay is phenomenal, along with the random generations. The only complaint that I would ever have is for the fact that when you die, you have to restart the whole game, but that's just how the developers wanted you to do it, so it would make it more challenging. Which in that case, you could actually beat this game no problem if you could just save and start somewhere else. So go get your hands on this, play it a couple times. I know you're going to play it more than 10. It's easily more addictive than that. And get back to me, tell me what you think about the game, whether or not you love it, you hate it, and if so, what you love or hate about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, if you didn't like the game, it was under $5.